What's behind this shift for SoftBank? What does it mean for startups?
Yes. It has a lot to today. The markets are stabilizing, but as you know, recently there's been a big plunge in technology shares globally. The so-called growth shares kind of plunging as the interest rate environment changes, as the Federal Reserve and banks globally kind of shift their stance toward a less easy monetary stance. So SoftBank, Son has said during an earnings call in February that the investments are expected to slow a little bit in tandem with the market conditions. So now what you're seeing, you're actually now seeing an example of a startup that is facing troubles in funding because SoftBank is kind of pulling back from some of these companies. And depending on if the market conditions remain bad, it is very possible for SoftBank to continue to kind of scale back on its investments, making the environment very challenging for startup companies like Light.
But because of those overseas startup bets that we've seen for SoftBank, it seems that that's been one of the key reasons why it's benefiting from a weaker yen. Broadly speaking, though, we are not seeing that trend so highly correlated with other equities across Japan anymore as we used to in the past.
Mm-hmm. That is true. The correlation with yen for SoftBank investments could be a bit tricky. It depends on whether the investments are dollar denominated or based on yen, so that could be a little bit tricky. But for SoftBank, when you're speaking about SoftBank, the outlook is pretty much kind of tied more to the market conditions of technology shares in general and interest rates environments, which don't look very easy when it comes to this industry. So definitely should be looking out to the interest rates and, of course, the yen as well.